Mike, Mike check. All right, we're good. We're going to be live here in about 3 minutes. I'm just topping up my tea. BRB. And good morning. All right. Topped up the chai. Let's get it in. Good morning. Good morning. Hope y'all are having a great hump day today. It's no noise time. I'm Z Rex. It's about 9 o'clock in the AM down here in Tejas. And it's the 15th of November, 2020 Trace already, dude. Holy crap. It's going to be Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the first of the year before we even know it. Crazy, crazy stuff. Goes so damn fast. So the older you get, like years feel like a month or something. It's crazy. All right, let's see. Let's kind of just scroll down real quick. Our daily checklist. Got some okay green today after a little bit of sell pressure yesterday. Nothing too crazy though. We're all still right up underneath those ceilings like we talked about Monday. So there's not really going to be much to add on this stream. I don't really see anything standing out, except okay. Well, there is one thing that's standing out is that the Russell yesterday, my lord, that move. What was it? 5%? Yeah, 5.5% yesterday. I mean, that is gigantic. We have not seen that in um, I don't even know. I can't remember the last time we saw a 5% day, but that was the most significant price action probably for the last month or so. We are above 4,500 too on ES. We'll get to those and do a little deep dive on price action on the majors in a second, but I'm just trying to point out some notable action, and the Russell most definitely did that, taking out both the shorter term EMAs, looking pretty strong. Silver had a pretty decent move yesterday too. I guess silver and the equities are correlated, which is kind of funny. It's the hedge, man. Well, yeah, okay. Anyway, let's start from the top, and I do want to bring up something here. I was noticing this little tag that I have that I haven't updated in a while, so I just updated its October performance, and then to the end of the December performance from October. So that is exactly where we're at now. And you can see that October is generally a very bullish month, only in 11, 12, 14, and 18. So 4 years out of the last, I don't know, whatever you want to say it, depending if you want to go all the way back before that. But let's just say 4 years out of these, what is that, 12, 13 years, it's up in October. So October is generally a really strong month for bitty Bitcoins. Let me turn my buzzer off there because that probably comes through on the mic. Anyway, the one thing that is a little different though is the performance into the end of the year. I know generally people think Christmas rally and it's very strong towards Christmas time, and it when it is strong, it definitely is strong. Or when it is up, that was sounded dumb. When it is up, it definitely is strong. You can see some big numbers in here, and this is the percent move after the comma. So the first move is just October by itself, and then the second number is to the end of December from the October close. So you can see a couple smaller ones, but most of the time they're pretty big, 3 digits. But it is pretty much split, though. It's like 50-50 if by the end of the year it is up or down from the October month. So what will we bring this year? What's Santa bringing us? We don't know yet, but on average, it kind of looks like we're either, let's just call it 40-50% off some real rough back of the hand quick math of looking at that, up or down, which is kind of funny. And so if we kind of go to the chart here, and let's just kind of extrapolate that out just to give us kind of an idea. We're just having a little bit of fun here. So on the lower end, we were seeing some 30-ish, which is interesting because that puts us right up against mega resistance at 48. 48. We're already at underneath the mega resistance of 38. But 48 is like super duper mega double everything resistance. I don't know. I couldn't come up with a word there. Still morning time, huh? 50% would actually put us up at the next horizontal, which is very interesting as well, at about 55K. And then conversely, if we went down 30, that puts us at major support, funny enough, at 25. And then if it was to be extreme 50, weirdly enough, I had not measured this before. I noticed this, and it puts us right at major support at about 18K. Very interesting. So we might be getting some of that going for the end of the year. But regardless, that's too much projecting. We have no idea what's going to happen. You just got to follow and be like water, man. You got to flow with the charts and listen. All right, so let's get into Mama Bear now. Enough of all that fun crap. Mama Bear sold off right to the 21. We did get a nice little retest of this consolidation just under 35K. We are staying above the 21 EMA, so that's good. There is one concern here, is that we do have just ever so slightly bearish divergence between these two. Now, is it that strong? No, it's not super strong. And some people are real technical with their RSI, and they don't even count divergence. So based off of like super strict TA rules, if you don't have the RSI swing back to about 50-ish before it makes that lower high, then it technically doesn't count. That's just from some old school TA books. I don't necessarily follow that entirely, but some people do. One of my buddies, he swears by that, and he only will trade that way and doesn't even care about divergences until he sees that. But I have noticed it's not always the case. So sometimes just standard divergence works. But regardless, above the 21, we can't get too bearish on this until we start losing about 35K. And then let's go to so it's really the same as yesterday. I mean, we're just range bound 38, 35. Y'all already know what's up. Or if it was a breach of the 21, say like if another week goes by or a few days and the 21 starts getting up here at 36, that would also kind of, and it doesn't rally off of that. Like pretty much right now, actually, we're getting pressed up into it. So it really will be by the end of this week, we should see that resolution. And let's look at the oscillator real quick. Yeah, I mean, DMI is still above in the power zone. So no reason to get neutral even, or definitely not bearish yet. Let's look at GBDC. GBDC does have a pretty good rejection yesterday. Not surprisingly, we're expecting to see this from the last couple of videos, just being up under all this major resistance. And this is healthier, actually, to have a pullback than it is just to blow through it, especially after this like mega straight vertical action that we're seeing in most of the crypto coins. I mean, it's a lot more evident in some of the shit coins, really shitty coins, where they're just like freaking straight up. So as long as we're kind of hovering above that, again, that 35K or the 21 EMA, it looks fine and dandy. All right, BTC futures saying the same thing. Same shit on GBDC, akin to that 35-ish K level. It's about 26 half. Let's go to Ethereum now. Unicorn shirt man, what is he doing? I'm struggling a little bit with the mouse. Bear with me. I'm trying one of these new vertical mouses. I don't know. Or mice, vertical mice. I don't know. Whatever. It's like a handshake kind of position. I don't know. It's interesting. I've just been using it today since this morning, so I'm still trying to get used to it. It's definitely a lot different. I will say so far it does feel a little bit more natural in my hand, though. So I don't know. Just a little side note there. Now look at this. Ethereum is attempting to breach 2K. It is still above the 21, so that's good. And we are technically just kind of retesting some of this structure over here. So overall, definitely not bad. I like the oscillators. There is zero bearish divergence in the oscillators on Ethereum, no matter how you slice it. So 2K, y'all, as long as it's above 2K, it's all right. And if we use a 458, or you could probably even use like a 4 to 6 hour, we start getting comfy on a few open and closes below that 2000 level. You know, we probably do come down another 50 to $100, and then we'll have to kind of reassess there. Longer term, bulls should be able to hold 1900 if they are very strong in this structure here. So overall, just kind of getting a little bit of a liquidation break as expected. Same shown on futures, not really giving us anything. We do have a chrono cross, though, that just printed up yesterday. So that's sexy. And we've got upward slope on all of the EMAs on the daily. Let's jump out to the weekly. Weekly is just still kind of sloppy, except we do have some pretty strong DMI numbers. The strongest that we've actually seen since back over here in the summer of 2021. Which did have a little bit of a liquidation break before making the all-time high trap there. All right, let's go to Litecoin. Charlie, what are you doing? Yeah, it's getting a little sell pressure. Doji on support, so that's a good place to do a Doji. So bulls best be defending this 69 level. Getting comfy below 69 is no bueno for Charlie. Charlie does not like when you do that. Now, is it got a lot of resistance like every other chart? Yes, it does. So really this is going to kind of be the same video, except for majors. Then crypto will be about the same as Mondays, but majors, we definitely have some new data. And look at this, rallied right to our horizontal. I'm sorry, that's not horizontal. That is a trend line. Doji'd right on it, literally couldn't be more on it, and liquidation break. Double Doji dance, selling. This is good, though, for structure. I really like this better than it just continuing to be stupid straight up. We want to build sine waves. We don't want to just build lines, because lines will just turn around the other way and do round trips, which means kind of giving up all your tendies, and nobody likes to do that. We are still up against major resistance, though. If we kind of bring out this red box here, you can see that we just tapped right into it, and so far getting rejected. But excuse me, structure still looks good. Wow, interesting. I did not see that on XRP Monday. It actually made a little interim new high at about 75 pennies. Not too bad. Kind of same thing coming to the 21. This is nice that the bulls were able to defend it and close above the 21. But now look where we're at. We're like sandwiched between it and the horizontal. Overall, still kind of the same MO as the other ones, retesting a little bit of the structure. See if we can build these charts out. I mean, we've got EMA, Chrono Cross. That looks good. Really wouldn't even get concerned on this until we broke about 60 cents. XLM. Let's go to XLM. What's XLM doing? Oh, womp, womp, womp. Back below 12. All right, so XLM bulls could not push this back above the 21 EMA. So that's a little weak sauce. A little surprising there that they weren't able to get that going. We still got Chrono Cross a little bit more flat, though, here on the EMAs on the shorter term, so not as strong. And you can see we didn't even make a new high here, so that kind of does suck for XLM. Kind of giving it this short-term range that it's been stuck in for a while, of about 11 to about 13, really. So kind of just lollygagging right in the middle again. Yay. Tron's even giving it up a little bit. Let's see. Still inside of its box, though. This is very bullish above 10 cents. Below 10, then we can start getting a little concerned for a deeper retrace. And if we jump out to a weekly, what would that kind of look like? Man, the 21 EMA is kind of far away at like 8.5, little over 8.5 pennies. You know, a good retest down there to that's redundant. A retest to test it. A good sell off little liquidation to test, maybe 9.5 or like the lower 9 handle would be pretty good looking. Right now, though, hey, maybe the bulls just defend it above 10 cents. This little consolidation area above the 21 EMA got all the power on the oscillators, so nothing too crazy there. Looking good. That one's been showing relative strength for a long time. Here's DOT actually breaking out of its trend line right here. Very nice. It still needs quite a few days to get back above to make a Chrono Cross. We still have a negative slope 200. So it's like, yeah, it does look really good, but we're definitely not quite all the way out of the woods with some of these shit coins. We'll see if it can hold about $5. If it can hold about $5, it looks okay. Below that, we probably got a little bit deeper retrace. ADA, same crap, different day. I do like that it's holding up against this little structure right here at about 35 pennies. Same thing. I mean, this is pretty much going to be the same video as Monday for real, though. Let's see. Link. Is Link finally getting tired up here? Everything's kind of going back to the 21 EMA, doing a little testies. Let's jump out to the weekly. Yeah, I mean, this is a real good run by Link, obviously hitting that ceiling like everything else has in the last week or so. So no surprise there. Just getting some liquidation breaks for now. Obviously, the bulls do not want this to turn into selling pressure in bear mode or temporary bear mode, because we are in macro bull mode right now. But just with this super vertical action, that's my only concern that I've been expressing the last few videos there. EOS, same thing, right up against the 200. Weak sauce, though. This one has crap performance. I mean, yeah, whatever. It did go up 20, 30 cents off of the low. But look, it didn't even come near the structure high here last summer, or this summer here, at about 80 cents. So not quite super sexy there. Not my favorite chart. I've almost been thinking about just taking this one off because EOS just doesn't, I don't see that one really making it that far. Dan Larimer's projects seem to die on the vine a lot. He's probably done about 4 or 5, and they've all pretty much gone to nothing. EOS is the probably longest surviving one. ARC USD. Oh yeah, what's up, Anthony Travis? Yeah, you should start with hello first, bruh. All right, just Josh and whatever. I don't care. BCH, yeah. Oh man, look at this. The 30. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to let this one go today. If it closes below, open and closes below this 55. So I'm gonna let that happen and see if it does. Bye. You can't win them all. Don't forget, the only guaranteed in trading is you will take losses. Just make sure they're kind of like way smaller than your wins, right? BSV getting a little heavy here too, off of this vol flash. I'm gonna close a couple windows here. Make sure. Yeah, damn it. I'm gonna wait a second for people to join back up. Stupid. Oh yeah, you have gig internet, Spectrum says. It's fiber. It's so fast. All right, it looks like it's coming back. I closed a couple of windows. Maybe that was bogging me down there. I don't know. One thing I probably do need to close. I have my broker opened up. So let me close that because that's a freaking hog. Yeah, let's go ahead and shut that down. Yeah, Interactive Brokers is a hog, man. It takes a lot of data. All right, that should clean up some of that right there, even though gig service should be able to handle all of that. But there we go. Close some windows, close my broker. Give another second for everyone to come back in that was in here. All right, looks like it's a little bit more stable. All right, back to my point on BSV. Yeah, it's after these big vol flashes on this doji. Bulls best be holding this 45 area. We probably could get a decent retrace into the upper 30s. So, again, like I said, kind of the same video as Monday was. We're just getting those liquidation breaks now. Ooh, man, this Monday close, this is actually kind of nasty to be fair on on XMR. Yeah, I saw that. It went offline for a second. I was just talking crap about Spectrum. Little bastards. This is actually a pretty nasty candle, to be fair. I mean, you engulfed all this business right here. Man, what a lame little chart there. All right, so this is kind of more neutral now until we get back above like 167. So 157, 167. This has gone a little bit neutral on the daily time frame because of this candle right here. That's a pretty gnarly one. Let's go to the weekly. Weekly is still okay. It's trying to make higher highs and higher lows, but I mean, we barely even have a couple instances. I mean, I guess you could take it back over here, but we're not making higher highs off of this one, man. The earlier year, either January or the summer swings were the ones that we should be seeing the bulls take out right now. Hey, above 29, you can't hate it. You cannot hate Zcash. You already know that 29 level has been talked about way too much. Above 29, it's okay. You already know. Below that, we can go back into anywhere in this range. Bulls maybe could defend at 27 handle and be okay, but below 29 it starts to look pretty crappy. Dash, hey, it's holding up against its 21, so that's cool. As long as we're holding about $30, I don't really have many major issues with that. And again, this is assuming Bitcoin stays above 35. If Bitcoin loses 35K, we're probably going to get some more selling pressure on all these shit coins. Doji Poo is just kind of riding the 21 as well. Looks okay above about 69 pennies. You can see yesterday, actually, we went and tested exactly 69 and immediately got bid back up. So, and closed above the 21. So that's a pretty decent sign for the bulls. I like that. But man, the struggle at this 55 EMA is real. Look at this, y'all. This has been the case on Doge since we had the last huge bull market. And look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 12 or 13-ish. 13th times the charm, maybe. So this is a real serious point of contention, just like we talked about on Monday. It's kind of the MO structure going on right now. But man, if this bitch clears 8 cents, I would look for a pretty good shot to, I think, at least 10 on this. And then controversially, losing 69 again, 666 better hold or bye Doge forever. No, I'm just kidding, obviously. No, I think Anthony was on everybody's end. It's Spectrum. Yay. Well, since I have a monopoly, I literally don't have any other option. Well, I guess I could do Starlink. I don't know if Starlink works good for streaming. Does anyone use streaming or use Starlink for streaming in the chat? Type yes or no if it works or something. I might consider using that. Just because, I mean, why not? Especially if it works better. I don't have any experience with it or know anyone that has it. So anyway, moving on. We got about 420 support here. Lovely on TrueFi. But again, everything's kind of doing liquidation breaks to the 21 shorter term moving averages. Haven't gotten up to the 55 yet on this. And I would be looking for these to keep building structure as long as Bitcoin holds its form right here. So what's going on, Mackie C? I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome. Good to have you. So we do streams Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. If you want me to look at a ticker, feel free to throw it in the troll box, my friend. And again, welcome. XRD, I still think this one's kind of a sleeper, especially if Bitcoin just sort of holds up right here. And obviously, this one, the swing low is super easy right over here at about 41 pennies. Anything below that, we get anywhere down here to 3-cent handle. But right now, it is making higher highs and higher lows since mid-October on the daily. So that's not too bad. And if Bitcoin kind of, like I said, just holds up, I do think this one is a potential sleeper. Because it hasn't really moved like the most of the altcoin market. Look, it's not even to the 21 EMA. There's not many charts that haven't had any type of moon action at all in the last couple weeks. And this is one of them. VeChain went to the box, got rejected, going to the retrace of the 21 EMA, of course. It's kind of like everything else. Wow, it's like everything trades in tandem or something. It's like it's the same sector. I don't know. 55 EMA. Looks okay above 2 cents flat. We'll just have to kind of see. Lost momentum, though. We don't have any more Momo. The Momo has been sucked out via the oscillators. And so, go away, phone. Don't be calling people. Good morning, Mr. Casey Lewis. How are you doing today? Here he goes. He's about to throw in 37 tickers for us to look at. Adam. And I do appreciate it. I'm just joking, man. Adam is actually trying to make new highs today. Well. Look at that. Looks very strong above 860s. 860 and about 9. Let's just call it $10. Let's say 8.5 and $10. Kind of make it simple. That's like the range right now, but definitely does look pretty good. Man, but again, stupid 55 EMAs, just like so many other shitcoin charts. One thing that is kind of cool, though, is this is the first attempt to get in the power zone the last week and a half that we've seen, all the way back until here. And of course, the bulls don't want this to happen. The rollover, we've talked about that in the last few videos, that we do have to be a little bit cautious of that potentially happening. And really, all eyes can be on Mama Bear, because if that bitch starts rolling over and gets comfy again into the low 30s, that's going to spill over into the shitcoin market. Osmos is saying, suck it, though. Why do I feel like I missed Tron? No, I didn't. I got Tron. Never mind. Osmos is saying, suck it, and I'm trying to make new highs. Resistance at about 70 pennies. It's actually 69. Remember on the last video, like months and months ago in May, we were saying if 69 breaks, then this goes into black hole mode, and who knows where the hell it could go. Well, it ended up going to about 22 pennies, and now look, rallied sharply and right up underneath 69. So hell yeah. But we got to get back over that, and at least for probably a couple of weeks to really sustain this vertical ass move. Ton is doing its little dumb thing here, kind of just hanging out between the range. You already know what's up. 220, 260. Until it's out of that, it's Slightly bullish, that's for sure. Matic, good morning. What's up, Zor? How are you doing? Oh, Jasmine, the famous shitcoin Jasmine. Let's see here. Matic looks good above 83 cents or so. I do like that. Got a lot of resistance at $1. So nothing different on that. Lovely chart. I am out of Matic right now. I took everything off a few days ago, so I don't have any of this anymore. I'm just waiting for just to kind of see what's up. You know, I'm gonna lock in some gains, especially from buying down over here. But yeah, so I'm gonna just lock that in for now. Can always rebuy. Don't forget that. I hammered that in on the show all the time. If you didn't make a trading plan and you got lucky and you're in profits, I sell it and try to buy it back up here. I bet you can't. Just in what is it going to cost you? 1% or something to do it, in and out, slippage, some fees, kind of depending where you trade. If on DeFi or if you're on exchange, it won't even cost that much. It'll cost you like 0.25% or something like that. So, all right. And now to the thing that's actually different. Everything crypto land is pretty much the same, but here's where it's different. Yesterday, I guess the market really liked the CPI print or whatever after they doctored it again. What is that, like 14 times they changed the calculation now in the last like 18 months or 2 years? It's pretty cool. Whatever. They got to make it look good. This is above 45. Y'all know I don't really give a shit about any of that. I don't follow any of that. I just kind of hear it from friends and whatever. I mean, you can't dodge it completely if you're just involved. But that's why I like to just watch the chart. Above 45, you already know what's up. That is very bullish for ES. Let's see the weekly. Will it close up here? Yeah, look, and we're taking back over this magenta candle. Man, if the end of this month can close out above all of that and have the last couple of weeks open and close up here, man, that would really set us up nicely for a good Christmas Santa rally. Obviously, there is a little bit of resistance right here at about 45.60 at this next magenta candle. We are getting resistance right at look, we rallied right to the base of it today. So not surprisingly, kind of stalling for now. But above 4,500, this bitch is back in a bull mode. Now, is this aggressive just like crypto? Yes, it most definitely is. So I would expect a little consolidation and maybe even a little liquidation break to scare some people, because the 21 EMA is literally all the way down here, freaking 43.70s. That is pretty. About this last week, over 15,000. It's bullish as hell. We got the follow through. We like literally, guys, look at this crap. We're testing all-time highs on NASDAQ, right? Or I'm sorry, local highs on NASDAQ right now at about 16K. I mean, dude. And then the next shot, 1650, which is just shy. I think that is the high. Yeah. So 16.5, not 1650, my bad. 16.5 is like major highs, man. Like, that is just crazy that we're is my stream falling out again? Dude. Spectrum. Suck it, dude. What is wrong with you, Spectrum? I'm gonna. All right. Please, someone in the chat tell me they use Starlink and they can stream on it and it's not flawless, but works good. Because this is a constant struggle with freaking dumb Spectrum. Outside of me, like, renting a freaking office with, like, T1 lines or whatever the hell they're called now. Like, what the shit, dude? Anyway, this is above the magenta candle. This looks bullish as hell. Shorter term, above 15.7. And macro still is that 15K level. Because if we jump out to the weekly, you can see here that, yeah, it's this 15,000 level. And can you call this a giant flag? Technically you could, which would be crazy. If this bitch breaks out, that would obviously put us into new highs and probably up here around 18.5, which is absolute insanity. I know everyone's so damn bearish right now because that's all the freaking media does, is just getting clicks for doom. But, it's like, man, just watch the chart, dude. And also don't forget the markets are not the economy. Very different. Dow, what's up, man? Open and close above 34.2 and said, suck it. Mega resistance, though, at 35 here. We'll see if we can get past this little tweezer top right here on September. these two candles. So we got a little bit of resistance. Let's see how the weekly's looking, though. That might give us a better clue. Hey, man, the weekly looks good. We regained the slope to the upside. I mean, the only thing we don't really have is Momo on the weekly DMI. So that would be nice to see. And if we got that, I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't get new highs following some weekly DMI bullishness. The Russell is absolute insanity, dude. This is a crazy, crazy. Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, you just got to do a quick little refresh. Yeah, once it bogs out, it does that. So there, if that happens, guys, just do a little quick refresh and get back up in there. But wow, what a beast mode move! But look where we're at, right up against the 200 daily, right against this horizontal. Let's go to the weekly. If the weekly could close above this right here at 1840, that would look absolutely stupid bullish. But you know, this freaking 5.5% move, and we're followed by another 1.5 today. Freaking beast mode on Russell. And y'all know when we see one candle take out multiple EMAs in one swipe, that usually gets follow through. We're seeing that now. I would expect a little stalling here for the pretty much for the rest of this week. I would be very surprised if bulls had enough strength right here to bust through pretty much about where we're at now. But it looks like we're about to find out, maybe even by the end of the stream, because it's pretty much bumping heads against it right now. The trannies are also running up real hard. They're actually getting back up. That kind of sounded funny. They're getting back up above 15K, man. What? This is bullish as hell. And like when Casey Lewis on Monday shared a bunch of these tech charts, dude, breaking out to all-time highs. I mean, what the hell? No one's talking about that. It's all doom and gloom right now, but there's always something rallying hard. Microsoft is at all-time highs. I mean, okay. The market's saying, suck it, Bears. Let's see here. DAX. Wow, DAX is even up here. Dude, if DAX gets bullish too, man, false breakdown right here. Boom, test another side of range. Beautiful. Mega resistance at 16K. We get back above 16K, just like the Jones and all these other ones getting up there, dude. We could be getting into special ed rally mode. VIX getting clobbered. VVIX barely holding on. Would like to see this get dippity doodah into the 70s. That would really help fuel the rally. It kind of looks like it wants to get that later this week. VIX obviously 15. Wow. 14 on the spot price. Futures at 15. Brutal. Gas struggling here at the the 21 at the 200 with the doji at 78. So it looks like we got a little temporary stalling point right here. Oh, excuse me. We got a little temporary stalling point right here at this little checkpoint. So we got nice confluence there. So it is a little bit more neutral below 78.5. Above 78.5, you can make the argument for a little bit more bears. But bulls. I really want to see it back above 82, though. That's kind of my line. Nat gas, let's see what it's doing. Is it bouncing off those lows? Yeah, it's trying, but it is struggling now underneath the horizontal. So a little bit different than the past because we haven't had any major resistance areas like this. So maybe a little bit of a concern here. If they can't get back above this in the next week or so, especially because it's wintertime now, that would be a little bit concerning. Probably still bullish as hell, though. All right, let's see. Bonds. We need to look at bonds. Of course, they're trying to rally, but nothing too crazy there. This one's almost looking pretty damn good for ZB, the 10-year. If this can just stay above like 108 and get some follow through. Let's jump out to the weekly actually on this. I mean, on the weekly, it doesn't look that great yet. So still a lot of work to do here. TMF, and especially if the rates are going to stay up. Man, what is wrong with my voice? Especially if rates are going to stay up. Gold actually had a really good move with the rally yesterday, since gold and equities are super correlated apparently, but it's just boring as shit still. There's nothing to add onto this chart. It's still in the middle of the range, and I really just don't care about the bulls on this until they're above 2K. I mean, get above 2K. Like, what the hell are y'all doing? Getting manipulated by JPM or something? You can see this shit is just sideways as hell. Moving on. Silver had a lot better move. And to be fair, if silver closes like this Friday, this would actually be a pretty good looking chart, taking out both EMAs and engulfing last week's candle. You could make an argument that that is very good defense of this 22 half level, and we could be looking for continuation. Now, there is, oh my God, this mouse is still kind of messing with me a little bit. There is some resistance right there, obviously, that little trend line, and lining up with about 24.20, because you already know we got to do that. You got to meme it out. But man, this looks pretty good. Let's see if we can just get an open and close above 2350 on the daily. And I would look for a test that 2420 area at minimum. Platinum is rallying nice, but this thing's just been making lower lows, lower highs. So it's in a downtrend still. So it needs a lot of work there. And palladium obviously has just been forgotten about. Bearish as hell, below $1,100. Don't even care about it for longs. GDX, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let's go to some of these tickers now. ARC for Anthony. For Mr. Ant, what does he want here? We'll go here. ARC, I like this. I like this chart. It's kind of flagging out. I don't like these two candles, though, in the middle. This engulfing one and then struggling to get back above that. That's the only kind of semi-weakness I can see, which is not surprising because a lot of stuff is just stalling. What the hell? No, it's kind of stalling. I can't talk good. But we can just take this as an easy range of about 120 to like 180. But yeah, this is pretty high and tight right here, flag-wise. So not too bad. And just like everything else, as long as it's kind of riding this 21 EMA and structure and Bitcoin stays above. Most importantly, Bitcoin stays above 35,000. It should bode well. Yeah, I mean, beast mode, nice move. 20. Wow, this is a really good move. Freaking 500%. That's like ordinals. There's only a few shit coins that have done 500% moves, and this is one of them. Nice job. I hope you got some of that one, Anthony. I really do hope you got some of that. All right, let's go, Casey. Let's get this in, brother. AVGO. Let's see what he's got today. Whoa, look. See? Broadcom all-time highs or no? Probably. Yep. Here's one right there. Speaking of what I was just saying about it with him showing all these freaking... This is crazy, man. You would never think there's shit like this hitting all-time highs if you just watch the media, right? But even though I don't like that stupid Jim Cramer guy, he does have a good point when he says that there's always a bull market somewhere. Man, this is bullish as hell above like 920. Is that your stop? Oh, your stop's way up here, 960. Ooh, he's keeping it tight. So 960, and you're targeting about 1,000. I think that's a pretty good setup for this, for sure. I likes that. I can't complain about that one. Jasmine. Let's go to that. What do we got at Jasmine? Jasmine is finally rallying. What is this rally? 77. Oh, that's about in line with what most stuff has been doing. Except, let me fix my chart here. What are you doing? Weekly open and close. That's pretty girthy. A lot of resistance at 007. So you got a lot of resistance there. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this looks a lot like the other shit coins just testing into the range from previously in the year, but it does look very bullish as long as it can stay above like 4 or 5, like 4,500. I'll just call it 4,500 because this is like micro penny shit. So as long as it stays above like 4,500 micro pennies, that's what we'll call it. It does look pretty decent. Obviously, this one's going to be super risky. Volume looks kind of low and choppy, but I mean, it is a shit coin. I guess that goes without saying. It's in the name. What am I talking about? Y'all already know that. CPRT. Here's another one. Oh, we already looked at this one on Monday. Are you bringing this up for bragging rights, buddy? Nice job, dude. Nice job, brother. I thought you brought this one up on Monday and you already got long on it. But regardless, man, Copart just killing it. Very big car company. They do lots of insurance selling auction stuff. They're all over the nation. They sell thousands and thousands of cars like every week. It's pretty crazy. And they are open to the public for the wrecked cars, but not for the good cars. I'm digressing though. That is what I do is car stuff. So it's kind of easy for me to trail off on that. So I'll stop myself there. Looks very bullish above 47 bucks. And your stop is 47.85. I like that. That's right up here at the top of this gap. Very nice. I ain't got no problems with that trade. Very beautiful. Especially when you're in blue sky mode, it goes up until it doesn't. That's how blue skies work. And CrowdStrike is up. Mo and Mo and Mo looks very good above. What do you got here? 209, 201, 220. 201, man, you got some real tight stops. These seem tighter than usual for you. Let me see here. Yeah, that's pretty good off the weekly. I like that because if you're chopping over here to the left, you pretty much have the tops here. So like that 201 level that you're talking about for support. So I do like that off of a weekly chart. And I'm imagining you're holding these, like longer term than intra week. So yeah, I like that setup. And what was the target? Was 22 bucks. Where does that fall? Oh, that's great, man. Right, just shy of this little cluster. Yeah, that's a good setup. I like that one. Dash. Oh, the door dash. Is it finally breaking out? Is it finally making good earnings? Let's see. Maybe. Can I see? I don't know what's going on here. Smashed on the earnings. Very nice. Let's go to the weekly real quick. Oh, wow. Beautiful, girthy chart right here. This candle is serious. This candle implies that the bulls are indeed back in town on this chart. And as long as we're holding above like 83 handle, it actually looks very bullish. And you could ratchet that up to like 90-ish on the daily. Mind the gap, though. You definitely want to mind this gap. Gaps do get filled like 90-something% of the time. The time component of that, though, is the hard part. And also sometimes just for some food for thought, sometimes tech stocks, especially new ones, if they get going and the bull market gets really hyped up, like Amazon has a couple of gaps on it from way back in the day that never got filled just for some info there. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so I like that one. What's your stop on there? 70 tree? 70 tree. Oh, you're all the way down here at the bottom of the gap pretty much. Man, hold up. What? Man, you're really swinging for the fence on that one. Because that's freaking 95. He's taking 20% risk. Well, that's pretty large for you. That's on the higher end. I've seen you do that a couple of times with the 20s. But for me, that's a little too much. I would stop out at the top of this gap here at about 85 bucks. Because you start getting below that, I mean, the gap, you're almost guaranteed to get filled on that. And I don't think there's any good reason to hold all the way down to that with this structure. So that I would twerk that one a little bit. Twerk it. I would tweak that one a little bit if it was me. Oh, Fomento Economo Mexicano. Hey. Okay, what is this thing? Pays a dividend, 27 billion, so it ain't no BS company. And it does make money. Wow, okay. The hell is this? Holding company, marketing of beverages, distributes Coca-Cola and stuff. Okay, so they're selling sugar to the Mexicans down there. Well, that's just great. That's what they need. Sideways as hell forever right here. Major resistance though. We're literally at the all-time high right now. So, I would expect a little bit of a pullback getting right to it. Let's see, where's your numbers at? For me, stopping out at 118-ish would be probably good. You're all the way down at 100 again. Man, you are taking some big swings. Can you type why some of your charts lately have been like over 20% risk tolerances? Because that is a lot higher than most people would do for sure. Yeah, for me, I would stop out of this at like 117 because you got the magenta candle over here and then this little kind of high and short flag. If you got below that, I mean, it's probably going to go to at least 110. Maybe you're trying to hold these for a lot longer term. Maybe that's your reasoning. I am curious, though, if you want to type that in the troll box, please. Let's see. Obviously, major resistance at 127. Man, and you're swinging for the fence too on this one. Your target's all the way up at 177. I'm still curious also how you get those targets. Did you pull fib right here for an extension? No, not necessarily. All right, interesting. But yeah, I mean, it could hit that, especially if we get like a week of business above the all-time high. Then it would go into blue sky mode, and it goes up until it doesn't. So the only thing I would adjust to that, I would be like in a ride mode as long as it's above about 117 ish. All right, let's see here. What am I doing? FMX, GFF, gluten free. Oh, Griffin Corporation. All right. What is this? Big company. Just curious. Just acquisitions and stuff. Okay, whatever. Oh, nasty candle today. So he's got long at 47. So I don't think you even got your fill, did you, on that one? 47.59. Nah, just shy. So that's cool. So you missed that. Little mollywop. Price target 51. And you got 45 as your stop. So you actually already technically would get it stopped out on this one. So this one you're going to have to reassess because all that what you put in there, I guess you have to wait for your fill and then you would use that stop if that was the case. That's not too bad because that's where this gap is and just shy of this all-time local high right here, which actually it might be an all-time high. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, it is. Well, maybe it's not. Hold on, let's go further back. I'm assuming it is. Oh, see, don't assume. Because if you go back to, wow, most stocks don't go back to 1960s. That's kind of crazy. Wow, so it's not. Hold on, I'm going to reassess this now. Yeah, a lot of resistance here. You can see there's a little cluster. I'd say about, if it really wanted to get going, you could probably look for about 63. What are you looking for on that? Yeah, you're only looking for 51. So I think that's fairly warranted on this as long as it's holding above about this little swing high at about $44. GWRE. Oh, another one breaking out today. Not all-time highs, but looks very good above $94. And what are you looking at? Long. Oh, you're waiting for a long entry at 97. Oh, wait, so you just got it then today. Stopping out at 88, looking for 112. Let's see, 112. I like 112. That's right up against this little kind of, I don't know what the hell, little pyramid, triangle, reverse, whatever. This structure here and the 200 EMA is right there. So I do like that as a target. That's pretty good. And as long as it's staying above the 92 level, not too shabby. And your stop on that is where? 88? Yeah, that's splitting hairs. 92, 88. That's pretty much the same thing. Be mindful of earnings early December, though. And HWM. Holy moly, big gaps. Look at all these big gaps. Mind the gap as per usual. Are we at all-time highs? Yes, we are. Howmet Aerospace. Okay. Kind of a funny name. Man, beast mode. If this closes like that, that is 3 white soldiers, and those usually end up in continuation. So that is a pretty sexy pattern. For me, a stop would probably be between like 48 and 50, kind of depending on my risk tolerance at the time. And you're looking for 46. That's a little bit into the gap here. So I would just that's actually fairly decent because you have this little clustering over here. For me, though, I would have it up at about 48. And then you're looking for 52. Oh, I'm sorry. You're looking for 61. My bad. I can't read good. Let's see. Where's 62 relative to some of this chart? We've never seen it. So $62. Right there. Yeah, that looks okay. Looks okay. It's not too far away. Let's see if we can build some candles above $51, and then that would be opening that door up pretty good because we are on the first attempt here. Almost doing some confirmed blue sky breakout. Real close. All right. Got through all of those for you. Appreciate the participation there. I just want to give a shout out to some subs. Appreciate you, Marjorie. Appreciate the Balt. Appreciate you, Mackie and Ahmed. A couple days ago, Amir. All you guys, thank you all very much. Don't forget Monday, Wednesday, Fridays in the morning. And don't be scared. Don't linger. Don't be lurking, dude. Put your tickers in there. Ask your questions. Chat it up, man. All right, let's go to y'all already know we got to go look real quick. Blockchain stonks. Oh, look, we rallied today. Nice. Except Cores is saying I'm trash right now. Trash stock. But will we make a higher low from here? I don't know, man. You'd think this thing would have rallied a little bit. Like a little bit, given everything else rallied in the last, few weeks, but no. Let's go to our index, our minor index. Yep. It's not shockingly, we got the selling pressure finally that we've been kind of looking for the last few days. Here it is. Now, is it just a little retrace liquidation? So far, that's what it looks like. And until either Bitcoin's back below 35 or this breaks back below 500, for now, that would be the case. And, obviously, look at this trajectory on this 21 is pointing right up into this cross. So we're going to get pressure by the end of this month. Like we were talking about on Monday, we could get some nice resolution from some of these mega resistance levels by the end of November. So be on the lookout for that, which would kind of coincide well for some typical Santa Claus pumpage, if you will. Let's see here. Cores, man, I kind of want to buy some cores today. Let me see here. Let me just kind of spitball some shit right now. About 11, that's about 10% risk to this cluster. To the 200, it's only about 5. Maybe I'll buy like a half position and then add if it goes down to the mid lower 50s. And then for me personally, I have to have a complete stop out on this below about probably 50 flat. So, okay, let's go to the weekly. Just kind of curious here. Real interesting that this isn't getting as much love because this is a very large mining company based out of, I think, Dallas. Maybe Austin. Maybe their headquarters is here in Austin. I don't remember. Anyway, interesting. I might nibble on this one. This one's kind of looking a little bit attractive. And if we do that, we're at the 618, and then this is probably the 886 areas. Yep. All right. So maybe on that one. Nice to see a little bit of liveliness, though, in some of the miners. We were looking at these yesterday, saying some of them exhibited nice little saucer bottoms, like Coin. SDIG does not. I think Riot had a real nice one. Yeah, Riot's got a nice little saucer base here. So, again, we just kind of look at our index here, and that gives us most of that info in one chart. Let's go to Wolf. That one looks shit. And this one looks like shit, too. So, all right, I think that's it. If y'all want to just see, oh, look, Microsoft new highs. Oh, my God. It could never have happened. What? Disney is actually coming back over this horizontal. Disney might be turning into a buy here. I think that there is an argument you can make for long-term holding Disney as long as it's holding this swing low. I like that the Bulls did confirm that this is a very formidable area for defending, and that is $80. So we've rallied pretty hard. But weirdly enough, this kind of looks like a shitcoin chart, just rallying up to the 55. So a couple more weeks, maybe we can just hold above about that $89, $90 area. Disney might be something to hold on to. And I know they get a lot of flack because of their wokeness level is 1,000 or 9,000. But, hey, maybe they'll switch stance and flip it, and then the market will love them again. You never know. Wow, Facebook is at all-time highs. Shut the hell up, dude. No, it's not. Okay, good. Jeez. 380 is all-time highs. I was about to say, no freaking way, man. It is at all-time local highs and actually looks very bullish above 320. We are getting a little vol flash printing up here. You can see it kind of changing colors, deciding which one it wants to print. That is a little concerning for the bulls. You usually don't like to see those, especially at the top of ranges like this. You can get some selling pressure, and there's actually a really good example of that on the majors, which we talked about months ago, back over here on NASDAQ, where it was right at the top of this range, and that was kind of the little temporary top there. So just a little mindful of that. Other than that, looks pretty good, man. I think that's probably it for today. I appreciate y'all joining me. Appreciate the troll box lighting up today. That's cool. Love to see that. And right now, I'm just kind of chalking this up as liquidation breaks for crypto. We needed it. We can't just go straight up forever, man. That's just not how charts work. I mean, I guess they can do that. I mean, anything can happen, right? But the more they just do this and keep going, the high probability of them just giving that shit up, most of it up in the same fashion or quicker, is very high. So we'd like to build nice sine waves. And overall, man, there's nothing bearish about this setup. I mean, look at this. EMA's pointing up. The slope looks good. And macro, until we're back below 31K on the weekly, dude, it doesn't even matter for the bears, okay? Short term is 35K on the daily. Doesn't even matter. Don't overthink it. Oh, man, and if this closes like this off the 2, the 21, and we can engulf yesterday's, that is mucho bueno candle structure. Definitely like that. And maybe Santa Claus brings us some extra tendies for the week. So a couple things that I'm liking. I'm thinking about some cores. I'm thinking about some XRD. And I think that's kind of it. I was trying to find some coins that haven't rallied that much in all of this, and there really isn't that many. Most of them have the exact same charts, like couple chart setups. So just kind of hurry up and wait. But yeah, I think I'm going to go throw some money into XRD and probably just a little bit of a quarter or half position into cores, see what happens. All right, guys, much love. Appreciate y'all joining me again. I'm going to take off. Happy hump day. We'll see y'all Friday morning. This has been No Noiz. I am Z-Rex. Peace.